I'm so not with it today. I'm running late, and it's all thanks to Jim in chat who has bought me this wonderful collection of ales. And I'm actually drinking a small one at the moment, look, compared to the rest of them, which is Lovely Jubbly Trotters Independent Traders Ale. I like saying that word, ale. I've got Waggle Dance, which is like a honey beer. Look, check that out. Thank you so much for this, Jim, by the way. Why is my camera going in and out of focus? Let me stand by. Let me try and stop that happening. Why is my camera? So I've got autofocus on my camera for some reason. Right, there we go. I thought it was just me getting all blurry and stuff. We've got the Thirsty Ferret. I don't know what percentage some of these are. That's 4.4%. We've got Proper Job, looking like that.
You've got mail.
I've got mail. It's 5.5%. Like the old AOL days, isn't it? Let me just turn my ringer off. You can't hear that. Hope everyone's... I didn't even check the microphone tonight, innit? I'm so bad, aren't I? And then we've got Butty Buck. Looking like that. Look. This is a an advertising owl. If you didn't know, we're Camera. We're Camera here, the Federation Against Real Owl Society, or whatever it stands for. But very nice beers, Jim. And I'm enjoying my Trotters one, and we'll see how many we get through. Oh, and I've got a game of Jenga with one of them as well, so I can play Jenga. But I managed to rush on and do the Patreon stream on the cards, which is the reason I'm going on the phone now, because I just had Andy Cochran come onto Patreon and join. So welcome, Andy. Sorry your name wasn't on the stream, but you just joined and I didn't get a chance to put it on there. We got 213 Patreons now. Can you believe that? I don't know what to say. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Christian sent me an email with, he's in the same situation with me. We've got loads of Bismarcks to do, loads of Spitfires to do, and loads of Formula 1 to do. So, Formula 1, F40 to do. So tomorrow, I'm going to start with the F40. I'm going to do one each day, so there'll be 3 videos out over Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's very tasty, and I am talking alcohol. But how is everyone tonight? We had a we had a good Patreon stream yesterday, and there's some things from the Patreon stream that I want to mention tonight and all of that. But yes, thank you for Jim for that. And now Mrs. Welder Wayne's not going to mind, but Svi, I've got a friend to drink with tonight. You've got to check this out. Look, Svi's missus made Mrs. Welder Wayne this. Look, check it out. Like, shall I leave it down there? This is absolutely brilliant. Now she's calling it Squirlock Holmes. So it's taxidermy. But how cool is that? Now, again, you just have to tell Becky how absolutely brilliant her skills are. I mean, it's actually, I think you did the base fee. I will give you credit, but come on, it's taken away by this wonderful squirrel here, which looks absolutely brilliant. Now, you either love these sort of things or you hate them. I love them, and Mrs. Welder Wayne loves them as well. My auntie not so much. But thank you so much for that, Svi. I've got that here, my drinking buddy tonight. So while I talk about, I've got nothing really to talk about. I say that, and then by the end of the stream, I've just realised, God, I've told you guys everything. But I've had a couple of meetings in the last couple of days, which I'm going to tell you about as well, which is going to be quite interesting. Kevin, the Nexus, has now got the first 1, 2, 3 issues of the Dodge Charger from Fast and the Furious. I believe that's available to order now. I think that actually goes into the full run, you know, where you start to get your packs and all that. This is just the introduction price at the moment from January. And as it's been mentioned there, we've got the Eleanor coming from Hero Collector, I believe. No, Diecast Club. Diecast Club. I'm going to explain all of that in a minute as well. That's coming out in January for a January release. I think it's the 21st of January that one's coming out, which looks good, which I'm going to be doing as well. And everyone's getting their F40 packs, according to Andrew Davison. Well done. I'm glad you've got yours as well. And Bobby Bates, I missed your live build of Ecto 1 due to the phone crash and had to wait for my battery to go flat and reset it. I did see your message regarding that, Bobby. That was a fun old build. Wayne, this is Bruce. Tried to hook onto your email, didn't work. Don't have Facebook. I left you a comment on the video this morning. Build to Bismarck. How to get hold of it. Okay, I'll check that out, Gunny. I haven't really had time today to look at anything. Darren Firminger, am I looking forward to Shadowlands? Yes, I am. I've done all the prerequisites and the event quests at the moment. I've got all my item levels to 100 each. So, and I'll be buying that game. But Mrs. Welder Wayne doesn't know that. So, and I haven't seen her in chat. Oh, I have seen her in chat. Oh, isn't that a shame? Oh dear. See, every time I say something like that, it says, right, I'm going to buy a new book now. I'm going to buy a new notepad now, or I'm going to buy a thing for the doll's house now. Everyone wants a stuffed squirrel, me. Paul Reynolds, you've been watching Short Circuit 2. Been on TV, that'd be a good path weekly. Short Circuit 2 wasn't as bad as people thought. I really enjoyed Short Circuit 2. See, Graham Loki thought the squirrel was scary. Mrs. Welder Wayne's okay. She went into hospital yesterday. I had to take her down really early at like 7 o'clock, and she had not a pint of blood, like a bag of blood. And then they decided they needed to give her some iron as well. And apparently the iron looked like iron brew, you know, the Scottish drink. So she had that as well, and now she's been, you know, dancing all around the house today. So everything is still on track for the 4th of December. We don't want to change the 4th of December date for our operation because that will screw everything up. And Andy Nash, how's the PS5? Well, this morning, Jack got his PS5 delivered, and I'm like, oh, where's mine? I ordered mine the same time as his. I'm pleased to say it turned up at 3 o'clock today. So I've had about an hour's play on it at the moment, but yeah, it's good. I like it. Bearing in mind, I don't have a PlayStation 4. I used to be an Xbox person. But I thought to myself, you know what? This time I'm going for PlayStation. Lee Titley, I'd like to build a one-scale Steve McQueen's motorbike from Great Escape. That would be cool. Or the car from Bullet would be good as well. But what we're going to do, first off, let's talk about... So I'm going to move these beers. Oh, I haven't got the other camera on tonight. Okay, we're going to have to hold it up. Some of the things I'm going to show you here. I just mentioned about Fanhome. Fanhome are the people that are going to be bringing out the Fast and the Furious Dodge Charger. And if you check out the Fanhome, I think it's fanhome.com. Let me double check that. Stand by for a second. Yeah, it's fanhome.com. I haven't put a link. I normally have a link or a pop-up on the site. If you go to fanhome.com, it now takes you to the Fast and the Furious site. But they do have a brief of everything that they've got coming out soon. That's all I'm going to say on that. But I now know, not just because of Fanhome, for all the other companies, 6 models which are coming out in 2021. I can't mention any of them yet, apart from the Dodge Charger and the Eleanor. So that makes 4 that you don't know about, which I know that are coming out, which are pretty cool. You're going to love it, to be honest with you. If anyone missed the live stream yesterday, or if you're not a patron, just so you know, in the new year I'm going to be starting this, the Douglas DC3. Thanks to David Phillips who sent me this. This is a wooden metal plane, quite big as well, 90 centimeter wingspan, 60 centimeters long. It's 12 packs. I've got all the packs here, everything's ready to go. But as some of these builds start to peter off, then I'm going to be doing that one as well, and we're going to work on the Victory as well. But the full review of that and all the things that are in the boxes I did on the Patreon stream. So if you're not a patron, you'll be able to see that on Wednesday on the channel, so that'll be up there for you to look at. Lee, yeah, someone said they're doing a reboot of Short Circuit. That would be the biggest mistake ever. I'm surprised there's a live stream tonight, seeing as you got the PS5. Yeah, tell me about it. There you go, and look, Kevin's on here. PlayStation makes it easier to stream direct to YouTube. I haven't even looked at that, Kevin, the Nexus. I said I'm a PlayStation virgin, so I'm getting used to it. Don't wiggle the HDMI of the PS5 too much. Everyone's breaking from what I've read. Really? Oh my god. That's not good. Okay, so I wanted to talk about, as I was talking about Fanhome, I want to show you a card here. Now this, as far as I'm aware, are all the main players in the Partworks industry at the moment. Okay, so you've got Diecast Club, Agora Models, Hero Collector, Eagle Moss Collections, Fanhome's the new one on the block, Hachette Partworks, D'Agostini Model Space, Panini and Centauria. Now the reason that I'm bringing them up in that sort of order is from now on, whatever a build comes out from Diecast Club or from Hero Collector, I'm going to be referring to them as the actual brand that they're coming out from. So if it's the car that's the Eleanor car, it's going to be Diecast Club. It's not going to be Eagle Moss, it's going to be Diecast Club. If it's a retro item, something like the Doctor Who figurine collection, it's going to be Hero Collector. With the X-Wing, I think the X-Wing's falling under the D'Agostini banner, but then the Victory's falling under the Model Space banner. It gets really confusing, doesn't it? But I used to work in Dixon's back in the day, and I used to get fed up with being tarred with the Curry's brush and the PC Well brush. Even though they were the same company, we were our own different brand. And it used to get confusing as hell if people had issues with the Dixon's brand and they had Dixon's had problems with the Curry's brand, and they'll come into Dixon's, and I can't do anything about it. So they are specific for a reason, because they are different departments. So that's how I'm going to refer to them from now on. So the Dodge Charger is coming out from Fanhome. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But I like how I've got all the logos in one place now. So when I'm talking about them, I can show you that lovely model and show you what they all look at. If I've missed one, then tell me. But I think I've got everyone on that. Terminator was 84. Terminator 84 was a nightmare with the screws. Have I done 84? What did I do on the live stream? I don't think I've done it. Stand by, I'm going to check. I ain't got a clue what I'm up to. Terminator 82, 83. Oh, I did 84. I did 84 on the live stream. There we go. I wasn't aware of that. Yeah, it was a pain, if I remember right, Gary. I was doing the live stream, didn't know what to do. Panini do football cards, but Panini Collections, Andy Nash, they do the Ferrari F40. Paul Reynolds, Mrs. World Away, Mrs. Paul here. We'll get you pictures of my doll's house over. Oh, God, what you doing? You know what she was doing last night in bed, Paul? Yep, get your mind out the gutter. She wasn't doing that. She was looking at eBay of things that she could put in the doll's house. She's looking at things that I can print for her to put in this damn doll's house. Agora Models is on there, Gary. Look, they're a very top one. Look. All good. But Kevin, tell everyone, what do you think about the Dodge Charger? Because I haven't seen it yet. I have subscribed to it, so that will be coming. You can, Andrew Davison, but if you just go to fanhome.com, it will bring up the Dodge Charger page, and if you click About at the bottom, it will take you to the Fanhome business and show you what they're all about. It'll also give you a hint of some of the things they've got in the works. And one of them in there is one that you've all been waiting for. Eleanor will be an amazing build. Hello, Rattling Ghost House, South Africa. Loved Gone in 60 Seconds. Was all boys. You know what? I haven't seen Gone in 60 Seconds for years. I remember the original, and I thought I saw the Nicolas Cage one once. So, yeah. Ron Patterson, correction. Issue 1 and 2 of the DeLorean's just shown up. The DeLorean's a good build. I know Fanhome is doing the Iron Man early next year, very early. I've been by the media department. Nice lady there called Maria. So, I mean, it's no secret, Nexus. They plastered it all over their page of what's coming out. So, hello, GT500, Eleanor. Hi there for Switzerland. Will you also be building the upcoming? I will be. If I can, I will be building. There'll be another Mustang. But you know what? Since Agora Models has got me into the Super Snake up there, and then the Cobra, I'm into Shelby and Mustangs at the moment, so it's all good. Has the screen turned down to get to chat, Doll? Has the screen turned down? What do you mean, Gary? How much is a doll's house compared to a PS5? You can't make me make comparisons like that. The PS5, just so you know, I paid £449 from Amazon for it. I didn't want to pay that much because I wanted the digital console. But Amazon, when it first went out for pre-order, didn't have it available. So I bought that one. The doll's house, I think Mrs. Worldaway wants is £280, I think, something like that. I'm trying not to look. So that's what she wants for Christmas. Anyway, where is the Bismarck? I haven't seen it for a while. There was a Bismarck build out today. RB26 does everything. And it's outside because it's too big to keep in here now. So it was a real fiddly one today, as I was mentioning to Svi just before we started. It was stressful. Those really fine details, that took about an hour and a half to film, and then you've got to edit it afterwards. And they're the sort of things that give me a migraine. So yeah, not good. Hi Wayne, I've been doing issue 86 today of Build the Bismarck. I put some tape around the guns to make them more stable when fitted. I've just done, what did I do 86 today? Yeah, it was 86. Paul, what I was thinking, right, and I've been speaking to Nick Barmer. I'm meeting Nick on Sunday because he lives near Corby. The guns, if you saw me put the 10.5 centimeter anti-aircraft guns on the Bismarck, they just sit in there. They don't, you can turn them and you can put them up and down, but they sit. don't lock in, they don't push down. You could just like flick them and they'll fall out. So what I was thinking, and Ian Ian in chat, I will catch up with chat in a minute if you're listening, Ian, is I'm going to be crude now, right? I'm going to be very crude, and I apologize for being crude, but it's the only way that I can think that puts the picture in your mind of what I've figured out, what we can do. Is I think if we can design and 3D print something that looks like a butt plug, if you know what one of them looks like, but with the top cut off, so it's just like a round sort of bulb sort of thing, and we stick that to the bottom of the guns, theoretically we should be able to push the gun through the hole and it won't come up again, so it's a one-hit wonder thing, if you like, but it will still be able to turn. Does that make sense? And if we can print it in a flexible PLA, so it has got that little bit of give just to get it through the hole to start off with. So it will go through the hole. How am I going to do this? Then it'll expand underneath like that, and it will still enable it to turn. But unlike a butt plug, I don't know why I'm mentioning butt plugs tonight, it won't have a base on it. So the base will be cut off, so we can put that like cone section directly onto the gun to put it in. What do you think about that? And when chat catches up, I'm just going to be like, I'm going to turn red. I know I am. It's the only thing that I can think that has got that shape. Tumblr or Barris Batmobile? Batmobile every time. Ian, you've got your first pack of the Dodge Charger as well. I can't wait to get mine through. It's going to look really good. No problems, GT500 Eleanor. Well, when I'm going to have to restart the Ecto 1. Great, what fun to redo the entire Ecto 1. Hi, Paul Lewis, how's it going? Oh, okay, yeah, South Africa's great. Just damn hot now. 36 to 38 degrees. Guys, getting really cold here, Rattling Ghost. If I want to go into the workshop at the moment, I have to turn the heating up now. So, yeah, we're getting there. Peter Ortensi, knowing Hollywood, the short circuit reboot will make Johnny Five a transgender hipster robot that's been offended by everything. Already, she's been on eBay and been bombarding me with eBay number bits she wants and tries to print her out wallpapers and bits for it. God. TK316, thanks again for making me spend a lot of money for X-Wing and DeLorean, Wayne. You and your dang channel. Yeah, tell me about it. You know, I think the X-Wing, just what I mentioned earlier regarding all of these brands here, I think the X-Wing is the only one that still comes under the D'Agostini brand. Everything else now is under Model Space. Even the Falcon, I think that started as D'Agostini. I don't quite know how that works. I don't really get involved. All I know is that if I'm building something from Diecast Club, I'm now going to refer to it as Diecast Club. If I'm building something from Hero Collector, I'm gonna just say Hero Collector, unless the company specifically want me to mention that they're part of another company as well. But it just stops all the confusion. Robert Jones, still haven't heard anything about the at Partwork. As a matter of fact, I don't even know where the trial was released because I didn't see much about it at all. QWERTY2, so essentially a ball joint for the 10.5s. Yes, QWERTY2, that's exactly what I meant. I say butt plugs, you say ball joint. So, you know, you say tomato, I say tomato. I apologise, my husband, his mind's in the gutter. How? Yeah, okay, Ian, no problems. How can I describe it? I could draw you a picture. I'll draw you a picture. That's what I should have done. I should have drawn you a picture. Hang on a second. Stand by. I'm gonna draw a picture for you. Right. I'm no artist, by the way. Sphe's your artist in the house at the moment. Right. So what you want is you've got the gun. I'm gonna draw a really crude diagram of the gun. And then you want something that the gun looks like this, and it's got sort of like a... That's what the gun looks like. And it's got sort of like a thing at the bottom of it there, which will enable you to put it into the hole in the deck. So what I think we should be able to do is have something that looks like this that we can stick on the bottom of it. See, it looks like a butt plug now, or a mushroom actually, upside down, doesn't it? So that way, it's slightly too big for the hole, but obviously once you push it, it will lock itself in, if you know what I mean. So then that won't be able to come out, but it will still be able to spin round. Does that make any sense at all? I hope my crude art drawings weren't pornographic, that's for sure. I would have gone with light bulb, Wayne. You see, people with different. It's not really a light bulb shape, though, is it? It's like an upside down mushroom. But would you have understood what I said if I said that was an upside down mushroom? You love my lava lamp. I've had this for years, the lava lamp, but it's been over that side of the room. But no one uses it, so I want to give it some use again. I'll put it back there. Plugs and nipples. What did you expect anything less from this channel, Rattling Ghost? Again, it's Jim. Jim, you watch Angry Kid. Angry Kid's brilliant. Are you going to use your Butty Barker's lube then, Wayne? Well, I don't know. You know, this is. I think this one's the one that's the high. Oh no, this is only 4.5%. What one was the one that's 5. That's 5.5. One of these is up into the 6s. That's 4.4. It must be this one. Oh no, 5.5 is the most of that. Unless the 6%. No, this is only 3.8. So I'm doing good there. Butt plugs and weird things on this channel. Did anyone see? I don't know how we get onto these things. Hang on. I've got to find the image for this. I can't remember what country this was in. Oh hello, what's going on? This doesn't look good. I'm not dropping any frames, but my internet's just gone really weird. Stand by. I'm gonna try and bring this up. Nope. Nothing seems to be working. I think it'll probably be best because it's not loading properly at the moment. If I bring up my monitor screen, I don't know where this was, but someone designed a Christmas tree, and it was apparent that it wasn't a Christmas tree. It was a hang on, stand by. I'm going to add an audio source. God, look at all the technical things tonight, and then I'm going to add a window capture. There we go. And yeah, it's not working properly, but you'll get the idea when you see the pictures. Look, this was the Christmas tree that's actually designed for some city centre. Now, either that looks like a Christmas tree, but that exactly describes the shape that this needs to be on the top of the bottom of the gun. And on that note, perhaps we should stop talking about that now, because I'm just going to get myself into trouble. RB26, I wish they would make a Dale Earnhardt Senior 1998 Daytona 500 winner NASCAR race car. RB26, I've only ever seen one NASCAR race car, and that was outside the Sahara in Vegas. But I don't know the draw of NASCAR. Just going round and round and round in circles. It's not my sort of thing, to be honest with you. You got to stick to my word. It works really well, but thanks for your explanation. Very tricky build today. It was, no, definitely. But I mean, short of that, Paul, it's a case of taking the superstructure deck off and screwing it from underneath, which I don't really want to do, to be honest with you. The X-Wing is model space, at least in Germany it is. Yeah, it's definitely not model space in the UK, because if you phone up model space, sorry, if you phone up the X-Wing helpline, they'll only help you with the X-Wing. They won't help you with any other build. That's in the UK anyway. So, Craig, still no Ecto 1 delivery after 3 months. I think I might unsubscribe for it at this point. Did you try to contact Zoe on Twitter, Craig? Other than that, I don't have any other contact that I can speak to that can help out with that. God, this chair's squeaky tonight. Hello, Black Aces VF41. Anthony, do you want a decent Star Trek build? Well, the Enterprise D still on the cards. I don't know when, but that would be quite a decent one. Yes, Anthony, they are, but they're a different entity, so you're not going to get help. If you've got a problem there and go to the Augustine, it's not going to help you. So by referring to it as the company that you were talking about, then it's not going to be an issue at all. Even I got confused with that. That's why I keep getting passed from pillar to post. But now I know and how it works, and the whole Dixon's Curry's PC World thing. I hope that explains it better. How about Partwork of the robot? You know what, Svi? Was it you who posted the picture of Benji, Zax and the alien print? I remember that as a kid. It wasn't until someone posted a picture of it that I remembered to show. Does everyone remember Benji, Zack and the alien prints? Let's have a look. Again, none of the pictures are working at the moment, so I don't know what's going on with the internet, but it's not showing any pictures at all. But yeah, Benji, Zack and the alien prints look like this. It was great. I like the robot out of it, that's for sure. But that took me down memory lanes for you big time. I used to love that show. I know before COVID hit, they're going to do updates on the Enterprise D Build a Star Trek Destination, which were due to take place in November. Well, we'll have to wait and see for that. But realistically, nothing's coming out now before the end of the year. And I think that the whole point about you having the Dodge Charger now is because the introduction price on that, they want to get the interest for that, because obviously going forward into the new year, that's the big push for Fanhome. So, D, I'm not going to stream because I don't know what it's going to say back. I've already had about, I think my channel used to be immaculate, and I used to have no limited videos at all, but I've got like about four now since doing these live streams. One was for the Terminator when I was showing off the rifle. One was because I accidentally showed off one of the Bismarck's funny emblems that can go on the front and back, which I can't mention because that gets me banned. I don't know why the other two. I can request a manual review, but sometimes it's not worth it, to be honest with you. Chris Campbell, the RoboCop Partwork looks disappointing. I haven't really seen much of it, Chris, to be honest with you. But it'll be a shame because I've seen some really good RoboCop models. But to be honest with you, what would be the better one to build? Would you prefer to build RoboCop? Because me, I'd prefer to build Ed 209. As a matter of fact, there's an Ed 209, quite a big model on Thingiverse, and there's an even more detailed one on. I don't know the site. It's one of these pay STL file things. They're about £25, and you can get the STL to actually print out. But that I've been going like this for that. I've been thinking, do I want to build that? But after Dave Phillips sent me this, and I saw what this looks like. If you don't recognise this plane, by the way, this is in Raiders of the Lost Ark and in Crystal Skull. I've seen loads of films, the old Douglas DC-3. And this video is now, it didn't take long, did it, TK316? It probably is demonetised talking about butt plugs. Don't forget the knockers in the lady cave. Paul Wolf, now pretty new to building, but really enjoy it. Question, how do you prevent dust from gathering? Normally, if I've got a, don't know if it's up here actually, I've got a brush, like a really big soft makeup brush, which I'll go over and get the dust. If I know I'm not going to be doing it for some time, I'll normally put a sheet, like a tea towel or something over the top, so dust won't get in. I don't really have that big a problem in here because I've got an air purifier in this room, so and that just fills up with dust, so it keeps the dust off this. I mean, look, I never dust this room, and like, you know, there's nothing on me, so I do have to hoover it now and again. But Mrs. Welderwayne wants me to get rid of the carpet in here and get laminate floor, because the amount of glue and paint I've spilt on the floor here, which is why I've got the workstation going. I need to do a stream from the workshop again, because I need to see if I've sorted out the internet connection out there. Jim, don't blame me for your potty mouth. Damn straight I'll blame you. Jim, this was my day today, right? I don't know, 8 o'clock this morning, ding dong, big box, loads of beer. Yay! 10 o'clock, bing bong, PlayStation. 10:30, bing bong, a book for Esther again. And I don't know, something from English Heritage. Then at 3 o'clock, bing bong, another PlayStation. That's all I've had today. Hello, East Midlands Train Spotter. How's it going? If you didn't know, East Midlands Train Spotter 2020, he has got an internet channel. He's got a YouTube channel. He's actually a train spotter. I met him when I did my first model railway video, when I showed the... It weren't the Duchess of Sutherland. I think it was the Queen of South Africa, something like that. So I met him at Corby Station. He actually lives down the road in Market Harbour to me. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Stephen Queen, there was a fire where I was living at. It took my Ecto 1. I was up there. I was like 5 packs behind Wayne. I had it where the next pack would have been. What, you've had it destroyed in a fire, Stephen Queen? Oh my God. See, what would happen? What would happen with an insurance claim for that? If you were like, you know, if you've got like 140 of the, let's say the Bismarck, 140 issues, you get to 110 and you lose things in a fire and there's no way to get back issues. Would the insurance company pay for the whole lot? I don't know. That would worry me big time, to be honest with you. The Last Starfighter, Gary Whitfield. That's a cool one, but I heard that's being remade as well. Wait, I'm on the broadside again, 6.3%. Really? Yeah, if I go up to that percentage, Gary, I'm telling you, times will be hard. I won't be reading chat, that's for sure. I'll have to do my streams in interpretive dance. What about getting tiny little magnets and cutting off that little spur, gluing one part of the magnet to the gun? Gunny121, that is an absolutely fantastic idea. And you know what? I have actually got some magnets. I've got some neodymium magnets that are flat, which I could do. I didn't even think about that. How cool is that? Wow. Gunny, I'm going to give you a clap. That was brilliant. I did not think about that at all. You've got me thinking now. Ian, did you see that from Gunny121? There's your fix, and it's quite a good one as well. Mrs. World Away, yeah, she's saying about the soft blusher brush that she doesn't own anymore. She doesn't own any soft blusher brushes anymore because I keep nicking them. Matter of fact, my workshop gets more dusty than this room, which is a bit crazy. I don't know why that is. There needs to be an Apollo moon landing module and a moon buggy build. Peter, there already has been an Apollo moon landing module, but it was only in trial from D'Agostini. I've got it on my channel somewhere. Just type in lunar module. Did I keep saying Apollo 13? I meant Apollo moon landing module. God, this thing. Jim, you haven't spiked this, have you? Oh, now comes the famous butt plug trees. Is that where we're up to? Oh my God, I'm 10 minutes behind on chat again. John's model mate, even though, what was the new build reveal last night, folks? It was this, John's model making, the Douglas DC3 from Model Space there. 12 packs, looks really hard. It's a wood, metal, all singing, all dancing, all things whistling, working DC3. Oh, thank you, Gary. It is a plane, John, yeah. Have you seen as well from January? There's a lot of changes coming to Eaglemoss regarding customer service. Nexus, it's not just that. I think the customer service is changing. I think they're going to look around at their collections and see what ones they want to push, which ones are now moratorium. That's a word we used to use. Disney used to use it actually, where they'll just take it off display. No one can get it, no one can see it, and they'll perhaps bring that back at a later time. But the yeah, they have been announcing on the Eaglemoss collection site as well that they're going to be having a big review and change in January. So it's exciting times for all these companies at the moment, because I think lockdown has boosted people doing this sort of hobby up big time, because there's nothing else we can do. There's only so many films you can watch. There's only so many PlayStation games you can play with. But when you model build, there's something different every time. There's always a different challenge. So I do think that lockdown has helped this industry. What it hasn't helped is people's jobs and getting money in. But in the UK, people have, at least they've got peace of mind till March, I think it is now, that they've extended the furlough on. It is, Craig. That tree is a giant green butt plug, but they classed it as a Christmas tree, so you go figure. Paul Wolfendale, I've built a temporary unit for the Bismarck that works for now. Keeps the dust off. Thanks for Miss Rhoda Wayne for the brusher brush tip. Yeah, the brusher. The brush. Oh God, hang on. The blusher brush tip is a good idea. Try saying that 5 times. Blusher brush tip. That's a tongue twister. Use a sawtooth washer for your gun. What's a... I don't know what that is, Kev. Let me have a look. A sawtooth washer. Ah. It needs to be able to stick down and have some sort of force on there that will stop it coming out, because it'll easily come out. So, how heavy is the base for the Ecto 1? Leah, I don't know. Perhaps I should weigh that. The next time I do an Ecto 1, I'll weigh it. I have had a notification that I've got something coming out, and I don't think it's a special edition, so I wouldn't be surprised if issue 16's coming to me. But if it is, then I'll get straight on it and get some of those videos out. Any news on the Harry Potter train? Not yet. We won't hear anything, Rattling Ghost, until next year now for that. Most probably after X-Wing has ended, Matthew Borum. I don't know. Remember, it's in the trial phase, and I don't think... When you get these trials, you get people like the Iron Man you just go mental for, and even the Harry Potter Hogwarts Express. Funny enough, even the Eddie Stobart did really well as well. But because AT-AT just had such a limited build, and it will be just like the X-Wing, you'll have exactly the same legs, 4 legs to do that, exactly the same. The only detail that's going to change really is the head section, even the big canopy section. Do you remember the old Kenner AT-AT? It was a big thing, but it had a lot of empty void space in it, didn't it? So unless you're going to do a complete interior for the AT-AT as well, which you'll never see, I don't know. I don't think... I can't see that going into production, Matthew, but prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, D'Agostini or Altea. I'm not sure who did the thing for that. Wayne, who would you rate the company that has the good customer service? That's easy. Agora Models. Their Trustpilot is brilliant as well. Agora Models are excellent. They've even got live chat on the website. And if you can't get to straight away, they'll get back to you. You watched Raiders last night. What a great film, isn't it? The Indiana Jones films are brilliant. I just try and remember Crystal. I try to think the Crystal Skull didn't exist, because I remember seeing Crystal Skull. It was in May 2008, I think it was, and yeah, I came out almost crying because I can't believe how bad it was. It was like going in to watch the new Fantastic Four movie. That was a painful a painful thing I'm never going to forget. TK316, my day today was a COVID test because you're having a cold. Oh, that's not good. I never really leave the house, so I don't think I'm ever, unless Mrs. World of Wayne brings something back with her, I think I'm safe. And I would do a slave one part work, Robert Jones. Gary Whitfield, day. My day went more like 7:30, go to car to drive out to pick mine up. 7:32, giving up trying to start car, end up missing out getting my PS5 as fuel lift. The fuel filter pump had gone. Oh my God. Was that fuel? Who's knocking on the door? At 8:30. Hang on. Stand by. Interesting. We never have visitors this time of night. Is everything all right? Who's that? One second. Stand by. What was that? Yeah, I'm in trouble with my neighbours again. We had another delivery today for the neighbours, and I forgot to let them know that I had a delivery, so that was them. Sorry about that. I thought it was something exciting. We never get visitors at 8:30 at night. Your camera seems to be bouncing. Well, the camera's on the monitor. So if I'm doing this, look, see, we pretend we're having an earthquake. It'd be like on the bridge of the Enterprise, isn't it? Oh, pull up, pull up. Everyone wants the Hogwarts Expressway. They'll be crazy. Hashtag be crazy not to release that. Graham Loki, The Explorers and Flight and the Navigate, my favourite movies when I was young. Explorers is excellent, and I one day I am going to get Randy Cooper's Thunder Road ship. I've mentioned that since the channel started. But, you know, the ship I can afford, the customs charges is almost as much as the ship, which is crazy. Perhaps I need to live in America for a little while. What do you think about the Eleanor from Eaglemoss? It looks good, Andrew. I remember seeing the trial for that as well. So, but that comes out next year, so I think that's something I'm going to focus on next year. I need to make sure that I've left room to do things. So I'm not taking on too much, because this is going to be a thing. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some builds like this on a set day. We don't do the welcome to the cave anymore, so perhaps that could be a good thing for like a weekend. So like every Saturday you'll know that you're going to get a Douglas DC3 build. Saying that though, I'm only doing 12 videos for that. They're going to be packs. There's 12 packs, so it wouldn't be every Saturday. It might be like one a month. I have to think about that. I haven't really thought about that, to be honest with you. Do you want to build Spaceball 1? That's ginormous. Any new Star Wars Partworks in the pipeline? I haven't heard anything, Robert, but I'm normally the last one to know, to be honest with you. Douglas DC-3, the US military version is a C-47. In Vietnam, these were early versions of Puff the Magic Dragon. I had to do quite an extensive like history look at the Douglas DC-3 because I recognised the plane, but I didn't know where I'd seen it before. So there's a site, Wayne, that you can. It's like the Internet Movie Database, but for planes, and it will tell you what movies it's appeared in. So. John Russell got the wood metal Spitfire a few years back, still only half built. You have to let me know what that's like, John Russell, because Phil Seagull over at Spruverse, he's just ordered that, so he's going to be building that, which will be interesting. He didn't actually realise it was like wood metal Spitfire though, so he thought it was like the one we're building, but it'll be a challenge. Michael Bradley, you made redundant in October just before they decided to extend the furlough. We're trying to get reinstated, but still waiting. That's crazy. I think the government should do something about that. Because it's more expensive for these businesses to actually source new employees when everything goes back to normal, train them all up again. They're better off just getting back their old staff. Jim, you're going to find some stronger beers for me. This stream is great. And I haven't even done one. This is how much of a lightweight that I don't drink, Jim. This is like what are we at? This is terrible. This is 275 ml, so there's less beer in here than a Coke can. And this is what you get. Philip Trott, you got your Bismarck stickers. I'd love to use Ian's Bismarck stickers, but if I was to show them on video, their algorithm actually looks for that sort of imagery, and all of the videos would just get instantly banned. That's why I can't put them on my... I keep pointing over there. It's not there anymore. It's out there. That's why I can't put it on the Bismarck. So, isn't Harrison Ford signed up for one more indie film? Yes, he is, but Steven Spielberg's left the project's fee, so I don't know who's going to direct it now. That's if it ever goes ahead. You never know. There's somebody at the door. Go, Gary. Fifth Indiana Jones movie is going to be called Indiana Jones and the Kid. Do you remember back in the day how they made a game? Everyone thought the fourth Indiana Jones movie was going to be about Atlantis. That could be cool. But, I mean, I like the idea of what Crystal Skull was, but I don't know. It was just too cheesy. That whole Tarzan, Shia LaBeouf doing the Tarzan swing through the jungle just got me. I was just like, this is so pathetic, and the sword fighting on the jeeps, and the CGI was terrible, absolutely terrible. Are we still talking? Look, it's 2040 and Ian Campbell. Look, we're still talking about butt plugs. Like I say, I enjoyed your build on the live stream of the Bismarck. It makes me feel I'm not the only one that has issues at times. Thanks for the tip on the duckbill pliers. These duckbill pliers, I was telling again Spruverse that these are probably one of the most valuable tools I have at the moment because of all their straight edges that they've got for bending all of those photo etch parts. Even when you're trying to get them off the sprue, you know, if you get the really fragile ones and you can't really bend them off because you'll break the sprue, use these. Clamp it between that and just, they come off perfect. I don't know who gave me that. That's not my idea. Someone told me to use them, and there you go. Would love to build Serenity from Firefly. Rattling goes, don't know if I saw the series. Rattling, you need to watch more of my live streams from further back. I've met all the cast. I've got my pictures of me meeting all the cast. Nathan Fillion, Jules State, and Alan Tudyk. God, who else was there? Marina Baccarin. I had pictures from all of them. I should put them up again. I'm happy with my people I've met pictures. Wayne River Phoenix, who played in the Explorers, died from a drugs overdose. He did. He died with a Johnny Depp present, and his brother, who was called Leif Phoenix at the time, before he changed his name to Hoyokin, happened outside the Viper Room. But yeah, that was sad when he went. As a matter of fact, I think wasn't The Last Crusade his last film? I think it was one of his last films. Carl Cleaver, hi Wayne, love all your videos. My main highlight of my day. Oh, thank you, Carl. Thanks for watching. I hope I cheer you up. Oh, hello, Stewpot. Welcome back. We almost had an emergency here. No one ever answers the door, only if they want to mug us. But hopefully you've solved your emergency. Hello, Megan Nico. How's it going? Don't forget the victory. We will join your pension. Well, funny you should say that, John. This weekend, I'm going to just get on with planking the whole thing. So the next stage I've got to do is cut the gun ports out. I'm not going to follow the instructions. And what I'm going to do is they want you to cut the first set of gun ports out, then put more planking up, then cut the gun ports out, then put... I'm not doing that. I'm going to plank all the way up to where we need to plank, then cut them out afterwards, because they make you make a tool so you know exactly where they're going. So it doesn't make the blindest bit of difference if I plank now or later. But I think that if there's more planks down, it will reinforce it more when I'm cutting it, because there is some vibration when you're cutting it and it can dislodge some of the planks. So I'm going to try that anyway, but we'll see how far I get this weekend. Crystal Skull was so bad it was almost a parody of the other film. Not just me then, Derek. It was god awful. Any scene with Shia LaBeouf is bad. You see, one of my first YouTube channels, if you sort my YouTube channels in chronological order, one of the first ones I did was Shia LaBeouf Motivates Me. And I've just got the thing of Shia LaBeouf on the green screen saying, do it! Crystal Skull was poor, nearly as bad as... I haven't seen Terminator 3, Graham Loki. I think the last Terminator film, I saw 1 and 2, and I think I saw the new one, which didn't make sense. It was like Back to the Future 2, the new one. They kept going back to the old films, which was weird. Loads of DC films, were they? Philip Trott, I didn't know that. Bridge Too Far, I haven't seen that film for ages either. You're going to wake up in Vegas after a few more beers. Yeah, on a roof somewhere. I can't open it. I'll open another bottle afterwards, Jim. I've still got some in this. Hello, Mark Smith. Indiana Jones' search for the sacred pillbox. Did you get number 6 wire sorted on the Bismarck? Paul, I did. Someone actually sent me one from a Mustang they were building with D'Agostini. They had a spare extension wire. So all I had to do was plug it in and just plug it into the board. So I didn't have to cut anything. I just it just extended the wire. So I was very happy with that. You need more victory. I need more victory. It's getting on my nerves that I'm not progressing as much as I want to be with that, Ronnie. B230, and now I'm looking at the Douglas DC3 and some of the things we've got to do with that. I mean, it's very similar to the Victory when we built the hull. If I show you this page here, see what I mean? Whoops, it's on like wood, and you've got to break it off the wood to make these parts. And I did show this in the live stream yesterday, and it shows you how to paint the parts and stuff as well. But I am really looking forward to that. I ain't got a clue where it's going. I haven't got a clue at all. How's R2-D2? He's wearing a Ferrari hat down there at the moment. He's fully powered up though. I haven't used him in ages though, to be honest with you. Alex McDonough, I was stuck in the front row watching the Crystal Skull. My neck was killing me by the end. I mean, Indiana Jones 4, that was one of the biggest letdowns I think I've had in the cinema. Fantastic Four, the new one, I was stupid enough to not have read any reviews before I went into it. I really had high hopes for it. And that was one of the only films that I thought, I don't think I'm going to be able to sit through the whole film. This is just so terrible. Absolutely god-awful. But here's a funny story for you. Me and Mrs. World Away, we knew each other from way back in the day, back in the 90s. And we went to the cinema once, but really late at night, like a midnight showing. And we went to watch Harrison Ford's The Fugitive with Tommy Lee Jones. And we came out of that saying that is the worst film I've ever seen, ever. And for years, I just thought it was the worst film until I watched it again. It's one of my favourites now, so go figure. But yeah, I can't stand the one we did last year, that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino. That was just god awful. I don't know why people like that so much. It was terrible. Starbug from Red Dwarf. Well, I've seen a 3D print sphere of that, but it would have to be more detailed than the 3D print. If you like, watch Beanie's Hobbies channel spheres, he's built one on there, which looks pretty cool. The parachute regiment used to jump from those planes, did they? They are lovely planes. So what kind of American beers did you like drinking when you were over here? God, I don't think I was on the beers, to be honest with you, Gunny. It was the rum. I was on. You have something called Bacardi 151 and Bacardi Spice out there. We don't get that in this country. That was gorgeous. Oh my God, you dissed Back to the Future. Naughty, naughty Wayne. But then, like, Back to the Future 2, I didn't mind that at all. I think the first time I watched it, I thought, what the hell's going on? But I love Westerns, so Back to the Future 3 is brilliant. How about the Nostromo from Alien? You don't really get to see a lot of that, Anthony Oates in the film. So I don't know if that's going to be as iconic as something like Slave 1. Indiana Jones and the Giant Green Butt Plug. See, the film was making itself. Biggest cinema letdown, Star Wars episodes 8 and 9, pure trash. Oh yeah, and Star Wars. Star Wars, The Last Jedi. I'm glad The Last Jedi was so bad, because when I went in to see Rise of Skywalker, I had no expectations at all, and the film matched it, because it was awful. so I wasn't as let down as I was. But yeah, they killed that franchise. In 2 movies, Rian Johnson killed the franchise, and that's that. That's why they pulled a lot of the films, I think, because no one's interested anymore. I think they had Star Wars fatigue. They didn't want to watch any more of the Star Wars films. Any word on Vincent? He's up there in bits. Look, I need to start sanding and priming, but again, I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So I've got an Iron Man helmet outside that I'm building as well, like Svi actually. How are you getting on with your Iron Man helmet, Svi? I think in your Patreon video, it looks sanded, but that's it, because it was sitting on the top there. Dusk Till Dawn is the only Quentin Tarantino film I like. Oh, Pulp Fiction's brilliant. Reservoir Dogs is alright, but nah, Pulp Fiction's a brilliant film. But from Dusk Till Dawn, he didn't direct that, did he? He was just a writer, wasn't he? It was directed by what's his name? Rodriguez? No, he's got a Mexican sounding name. Who directed From Dusk Till Dawn? I'm sure someone's going to tell me. Rodriguez springs to mind. You know what? Google's just not working for me tonight. Robert Rodriguez. There we go. I knew the surname. Are you going to have another beer while watching Celebrity Get Me Out of Here after this? Andy, I taped it. I set it up to tape, and I haven't watched one episode at the moment. It doesn't really interest me, that doesn't. Because I'll be honest with you, most of the things that they'll eat in the jungle, I'd happily eat without being in the jungle. Kangaroo testicles? Yeah, stick it on. Cow anus? Yeah, no problems. Don't bother me. It's just the spiders. I can't be dealing with the spiders. But you know that. You watched the channel long enough. Build the Razor Crest from The Mandalorian. I'm surprised there's not a lot more things from The Mandalorian, Gary Reynolds. Because that's going to be big. I'm surprised they haven't got a full Kenner range of characters from The Mandalorian. Someone's missing a trick there. Big time. Yep, The Mandalorian more than makes up for it, which is probably what it needs. It needs just like The Next Generation. What The Next Generation did for Star Trek. They took the original series. Everyone said The Next Generation wasn't going to be doing, and in many ways, as they say in Wayne's World, The Next Generation is far more superior. But the Mandalorian, because it's set in that place, but different story. I think, yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Please help me on your channel. I can help you, Michael, East Midlands Train. Email me, Michael. You've got my email. It's wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk, and I will help you out. Svi, still sanding it in places. I stupidly covered it in fiberglass. Oh my god, that must be a pain to sand. I remember trying to make a BB-8 once, and I used the beach ball idea and then covered it into paper mache. Well, not paper, it's cloth, which you've dipped in PVA, and put all of that on. Then I put wood filler over the whole thing. Let it dry. Trying to sand that wood filler? Oh my god, what a mess, and how hard was it? So yeah, that never that never went anywhere after that. You used to watch a movie called V. Are you talking about the Alien one from the 80s or the Alien one from the 2000s with Marina Baccarin? And the 80s one was brilliant, V, with Mark Singer and Robert Englund. I'm hoping to receive Apollo 11 for Christmas from my daughter. Any recommends which model to buy? I don't know. I really am enjoying the Super Snake at the moment. Depends how much you want to spend, Paul. I bet he's never had hemorrhoids. Kenobi is there. Well, Kenobi's filming now, Jim, isn't it? Because Ewan McGregor has mentioned it on the Long Way Up. So he was put back through coronavirus and the COVID thing. But that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. Mrs. World of Wayne's put the East Midland Train Spotters link up there. Go and check his channel out. If you're into trains and stuff, I said he's spotting some really good ones at the moment. There's loads of... No, yeah, but Anthony, I'm talking about, you know, the Kenner range. You know when you go into Asda and they've got them all up, or the Entertainer, and they've just got a whole wall of Star Wars figures. Toys R Us used to be brilliant for that sort of thing. But you don't see it through Mandalorian. Yes, I was that guy who used to go into Toys R Us with a little basket, all the kids around me, and I'm pulling all the Star Wars figures off the display to buy. So like £70 a time, I'm buying the Star Wars figures. As a matter of fact, in my older videos, you've seen them all up on the wall behind me. But since I moved the man cave, they've been in a box up in the oubliette we've got in the bedroom, or as we call it, the oubli-goo. V was a TV series in the 80s. It was also a TV series in 2000 as well. I said with Marina Baccarin, Anthony. But yeah, the original was brilliant. You can't knock that. But V was perfect for the time it came out. A lot of these things did well because of the time it was out. If V was to have come out nowadays, I don't think it would have done so well. Especially since we've had Independence Day and we've had so many alien attacks videos and films. I don't think it would have done so well, but it was so groundbreaking when that came out in the 80s. I remember watching the first run of it. I was only small, but my auntie used to let me stay up and watch it. As a matter of fact, we still talk about that to this day. She still remembers. God, Mega Nico, you're going in for an operation on December 22nd. I hope you're okay for Christmas then, sir. Is it that time already, Ian? It is. It's 9 o'clock. God, that's gone quick again. Metal Mickey, that'd be cool. Yeah, Wayne, you're doing that now with figures, are you, Graham Loki? You're just like me then, isn't it? The V remake got pulled. It did. It wasn't as good. It was the time again, you know? I don't know. But anyway, listen, I'm going to probably be... I'm probably going to be nursing a hangover tomorrow now, Jim. So thanks for that. I'm going to put these somewhere over there for the minute. And I think I'll save that for Tuesday's stream. As I said, tomorrow we're going to have... the F40, Ferrari F40, and we're going to be having one of them out Saturday and Sunday as well. I said this weekend I will be getting on with my victory build. If I am in the workshop and I am working, I might put on my Earth cam and put a link on social cam so you can see what I'm up to and see how I'm getting on with that. But listen, I've really enjoyed tonight's stream. I don't know if that was the beer or me just talking randomly about butt plugs, but who knows. But I hope you've enjoyed it as much as me. Thank you once again for supporting the channel. Thank you for all the new patrons that we've had on board as well. I'm just blown away by that. And all take care of yourselves. And what I said is Monday we'll go back to doing probably another Bismarck, but I need to get a schedule sorted out, don't I? Anyway, listen, take care, everybody.